Yeah, and I think I got one.
Welcome back to Often Wrong, Never in Doubt. There is no recap this week. Sorry. This is not our normal week here at the league. As you know, we're a fantasy football league of restaurant workers here in Austin, Texas. We recently, a year ago, actually opened a high-volume seafood concept here that's been very successful. And, you know, like most restaurants, we become a family, bonded by hard work, high stress, lots of whiskey. And this past Thursday, November 5th, unfortunately, one of our own, Coach Reyes, or Drew Reyes, Andrew Reyes, as we know him, passed away of a brain bleed. He was 46. I know that's not the usual brand of comedy you're used to here, but unfortunately, this isn't a joke. Drew was one of us. And he helped open this restaurant, and anyone who's ever opened a high-volume restaurant knows the stress that can be involved. I mean, there's a lot to complain about, honestly. This industry can be grueling and has a way of grinding you down as people can be rude. Hours can be long. It can come to feel monotonous. Depression sets in quick when it's slow and you're worried about money. And what gets you through that is the people you work with. The shit-talking at the computer, the complaining about tables in the kitchen, trying to make each other laugh, and Drew always worked to do that. He may not have always been as funny as he thought, but who amongst us hasn't been guilty of that, especially yours truly? I mean, I never know what to say about a friend who's passed, so I just thought we'd spend this week talking about what I remember about our friend Andrew Reyes. Andrew Reyes was born July 29th, 1974. And he grew to love food like so many of us deep down in this industry, and was always quick to cook up huge meals to bring in and spoil the entire team with. Whether it was carnitas or unbelievable barbecue or his killer tacos, Drew loved to come in and feed us, which helped to make up for some of his terrible jokes. Killer salesman at his tables, and he could talk shit with the best of them. He wasn't much for side work or running food, but who is? He was an avid golfer with a terrible swing and was always quick to dole out advice on the golf course, which was always hilarious. I felt bad taking money off him, but to be fair, he brought it on himself because anyone who knew him knew he loved talking big boy shit. And I really will miss that about him. He's not in this picture, but he did take it. And to be fair, I look incredible. Now, my best memory of him is at Terra Vista Country Club, playing with Sean and Howard. We were playing these guys in a money match, and Drew struggled on the front nine, but he kept talking shit and kept getting under their skin, and he turned it on for the back nine, hitting shot after shot, and he sealed the win for us on the 17th hole. We were tied up with a long 30-foot birdie putt, and Drew, who hadn't made a putt all day, just stepped up and nailed the center of the cup. As it went in, we heard our competition slam the gas on the golf cart and drive away without looking back or saying a word. And he turned to me, and we shared the biggest laugh and smile ever, and we had the biggest high five in the world, and goddamn, dude, I'm so sad we won't get to do things like that anymore. But at least we got the record over those guys forever, and they won't be getting their money back anytime soon. Man, Drew, I know we got on each other's nerves sometimes, but it just sucks that I won't be here that you won't be here for me to constantly irritate at work or on the golf course. It's not fair that he's gone, and we cannot imagine how his family must feel. Obviously, we'll be setting up a fund to help with these hard times. And at the end of the day, Drew, I mean, we knew you this year. We loved you, man. We're really going to miss you. I hope you met up with your dog by now, dude. And I know this isn't just me. This affects, we're a family here, and it's been rough on everyone. And I want to thank everyone who shared pictures of our friend and took time to put out some kind words. And I know this sucks, but I'm really glad if I'm going to go through it, it's going to be with a crew of people like y'all. And I'm only going to say this once, and only when we're not doing this, but I love you assholes. Okay, that's it for this week. Sorry for the lack of comedy, but I swear it's game on next week. And if you like this, please like and subscribe. And if you don't, I mean, what do you know anyways? A man died. Show some respect.
Yeah, and I think I got